Night settles and the world grows quiet, and sometimes the quiet feels big. Thoughts that waited all day step forward and ask for attention. The body may hold a little worry from the day. The heart may carry old stories. In this gentle space, a soft voice inside still wants peace, wants safety, wants the comfort of deep, easy rest. Let this be a tender meeting with that voice. Together we set a sweet intention. Tonight, calm grows. Tonight, the bed becomes a sanctuary. Tonight, rest is allowed. There is nothing to fight. There is nothing to force. Only a small practice of kindness, repeated with care that guides mind and body toward ease. First, breathe in with kindness. Breathe out with release. With each breath, give the nervous system a simple message. It is safe to soften. The room is friendly. The pillow holds the head like a loving hand. The blanket is a soft hug. The day can stay outside for a while. Inside this bed, a new pattern may begin. We do not need to fix everything at once. We do not need to solve every question. We can choose one gentle focus. Tonight, peace is welcome here. Say it inside the heart at a relaxed pace, like a lullaby. Each word can be slow, each thought can be light, as if the mind is dipping its toes in a warm pool of quiet. When fear rises at night, it is often trying to protect. The mind becomes a watchful guardian, scanning for what might go wrong. Thank that guardian for its care and invite it to rest. Let it know there is a soft routine to take its place. Create a tiny bedtime ritual that signals a shift from busy to peaceful. Dim the lights, put a hand on the heart, and use a simple phrase that builds safety. In this bed, I am safe now. Feel the weight of the body being held. Feel the jaw loosening, the shoulders settling, the belly easing. Every time the body relaxes, the mind receives a message. All is well in this moment. The message becomes a bridge to sleep. We will start a loving tradition called the under-pillow blessing. It is small, like a note from a dear friend. It is simple, like a soft melody. It is close by all night, so even in half sleep, comfort is within reach. This blessing is a choice to feed the heart gentle words. These words become a steady rhythm for the mind. They remind the body how to let go. They invite trust. They welcome rest. The blessing under the pillow is not a charm. It is a signal, a loving cue that repeats night after night until calm becomes familiar again. Set the intention for this practice now, to grow patience, to grow softness, to grow safety. Let this intention rest on the breath. Inhale, calm comes in. Exhale, tension goes out. Inhale, I am cared for. Exhale, I can loosen. The words are not tricks. They are directions for the nervous system. They are a hand on the back, a quiet guide towards slowness. Allow the tempo of nighttime to be slower than daytime. Let thoughts move like clouds and drift away. The bed is not a desk. The pillow is not a problem-solving table. This is a sanctuary. In this sanctuary, sleep is not forced. It is allowed. If the mind starts to list worries, greet each one kindly. Thank you for wanting to keep life safe. We will care for this tomorrow. Tonight, peace goes first. Then bring attention to the breath again. The breath is always here, always ready to help. Count a gentle rhythm. Inhale to a slow 4, exhale to a slow 6. The longer exhale tells the body that danger has passed. The heart listens, the muscles loosen. Thoughts soften like petals closing at dusk. This is the tone of the night. Kind words, slow breath, patient release. Offer the heart some simple affirmations woven in the quiet. I am safe in this bed. Peace fills this room. My body knows how to rest. Let each line rest on the breath. Say one phrase on an inhale, another on an exhale, until the mind becomes drowsy. There is no need to be perfect. There is only practice. With each night, the pattern grows stronger. The body learns, the mind learns, the heart learns. Calm becomes a familiar friend at bedtime, not a rare visitor. Sometimes a memory or a thought may try to pull attention into the past or the future. Gently return to the present. Feel the sheets, hear the quiet, follow the breath. Place a hand on the heart and another on the belly and feel the rise and fall. This touch is a message to the nervous system. We are here, we are safe, we are okay. If a yawn arises, welcome it. If a sigh wants to leave, let it. The body knows how to settle itself when it receives caring signs. We offer those signs now: slow breath, soft touch, kind words, gentle practices. This is enough. As the intention settles, we can also understand why night fear sometimes grows louder. When the lights are off and the world rests, there are fewer outer noises to distract from inner voices. The mind, built to protect, becomes more alert. It scans, it reviews, it imagines outcomes. The body then hears that signal and answers with tightness in the chest, a flutter in the belly, a busy heartbeat. This is not a flaw. It is a system trying to help. With care, we can teach it new lessons. The bed is safe. The darkness is a blanket. The night is a friend. Thoughts act like tiny switches for the body. A worried thought can tell the body to hold the breath, to clench the jaw, to brace the shoulders. A kind thought can tell the body to loosen, to breathe deeper, to soften the face. We are not trapped by old patterns. We can guide the pattern with simple routines. Breath is the easiest one because it reaches the nervous system directly. When exhaling longer than inhaling, the heart rate can settle, the body releases a little more, and the mind follows that ease. Over time, this becomes a new habit. Words matter as much as breath. The mind listens to the tone of self-talk. If the inner voice scolds, the body tenses. If the inner voice soothes, the body opens. Offer words that soothe. Speak slowly, with warmth. Dear mind, thank you. Take rest now. Dear body, unwind now. Dear heart, feel safe now. In this kind way, thoughts stop acting like alarms and start acting like lullabies. A lullaby is a pattern, gentle, repeated, steady. The nervous system likes steadiness. It takes comfort in routines that do not change. Let this be our routine. There is also a simple truth about nighttime light and noise. Bright light and loud sound tell the body to stay alert. So dim the light before getting into bed. Lower the sound around the room. This is care, not control. Think of the bedroom as a place that teaches the body what to do. When the light is low and the sound is soft, the body hears the lesson. Now we rest. A warm bath or a warm foot soak can also teach this lesson. Warmth loosens muscles. Loosened muscles send the message upward. It is okay to relax. Small steps like these stack up. The mind notices the pattern and starts to trust it. Another gentle method is a body scan with breath. Start at the forehead and invite the muscles to soften. Move to the eyes and jaw and let them loosen. Let the tongue relax in the mouth. Release the shoulders so they sink toward the bed. Soften the belly. Relax the hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, and the feet. With each softening, say a quiet phrase inside. Let go now. The body hears and complies in its own time. No rushing, no pushing, only invitation, only patience. Affirmations can help the mind rest from troubling loops. A good one for night is I let peace go first. Another is my breath guides me to calm. Another is safe feelings grow in me. Say them when the mind starts to tighten. Say them when the body needs a cue to release. These lines work best in the drowsy window before sleep and in the soft moments when waking during the night. Repeat them with breath until they feel natural. After a while, the body will begin to expect them and respond more quickly. It's also helpful to notice the story that night fear tells. It often says, something might happen, without any clear shape. Offer it shape and then offer it care. Write down the concern on a small piece of paper and close the notebook. Tell the mind, this is saved. We will meet it with strength in daylight. The act of writing tells the mind that it has been heard. Being heard is often enough to lower the inner volume. Now we return to the under-pillow blessing. This dear ritual is simple and it can hold strong comfort. Choose a small, safe item to live under the pillow at night. A folded affirmation card works well. It might be written on soft paper. It might be tucked inside a tiny envelope. It may hold a light, soothing scent, like a few threads of cloth that spent a moment near lavender or chamomile. It could also be a smooth comfort object, no larger than a coin, something gentle and flat. The item is not meant to stimulate. It is a quiet sign, like a candle glowing low in the heart. Create the blessing note by writing 3 parts. The first part is safety, one line that tells the body it is protected. A few examples are, I am safe now. This bed holds me. Peace surrounds this room. The second part is gratitude, one line that thanks the day for even a tiny good thing. It might be the taste of warm tea, the sound of soft rain, a kind word heard, or a small task completed. Gratitude signals abundance, and abundance creates ease. The third part is release, one line that hands over a worry for the night. I hand this fear to healing while I rest. I give this problem to loving wisdom until morning. I place this concern outside my sleep for the night. Write each part in clear, simple words. Add the date. Sign it as a gesture of commitment. A signature says, this matters to me. Fold the note once or twice with care. As folding, breathe out slowly and feel the shoulders drop. That breath is the seal. Before placing the note under the pillow, read it aloud in a soft voice. Let each word be slow enough for the body to hear, not just the mind. Then slide the note under the pillow and feel the bed receive it. If using a small cloth with a gentle scent, keep it very light. The goal is ease, not stimulation. Too much scent can wake the senses. A faint trace is enough for the brain to link the smell with safety. With time, that scent can become a calming cue, like a familiar lullaby for the nervous system. If choosing a smooth comfort object, make sure it is thin and soft at the edges so it stays unnoticed while sleeping. The purpose is reassurance, not distraction. Before lying down, bring hands to heart and belly. Read the blessing note again or say it from memory. Pause after each line and follow with one relaxed breath. Allow the words to settle, not as demands but as invitations. This note is a loving assistant for the night. It does not take the place of inner strength. It draws that strength forward. The power is always within. The note simply points the way, like a small signpost that says, this way to peace. During the night, if waking happens and the mind starts to tighten, slide a hand under the pillow and touch the edge of the note or the smooth object. This is a quiet signal to the mind. The ritual is still here. Safety is still here. Repeat one short affirmation in the rhythm of the breath. Peace is here, or I am safe now. Keep the exhale a little longer than the inhale. Let the jaw loosen and the shoulders drop again. Often this touch and these words guide the body back into the soft rhythm of sleep. Renew the blessing note every few nights. Keep old notes in a small box or envelope. They become a record of care. Looking back, it becomes clear. Calm grew with practice. Trust grew with repetition. The heart received what it needed, consistency and kindness. If one night feels restless, there is no failure. There is only learning. The body is still listening. The mind is still learning. The heart is still healing. Return to the breath. Return to the words. Return to the note. A few sample lines can help when creating a new note. For safety, I am held in peace. For gratitude, thank you for this quiet bed. For release, I give this worry to the night to be mended. Feel free to keep the same lines for a week to build a strong association, or change one line at a time if the heart asks for fresh words. Simple is best, gentle is best, honest is best. Let the underpillow blessing be part of a rhythm, a brief evening journal page to sort what stays and what goes. The writing of one safety line, one gratitude line, one release line, a slow breath to seal the note. Hands on heart and belly, the note placed under the pillow, the lights dimmed, the breath steady. This rhythm is a teacher. It teaches the body to expect rest. It teaches the mind to lower its guard. It teaches the heart to trust the night again. With each small, kind step, sleep becomes less of a struggle and more of a homecoming. Affirmations for this part of the practice can be spoken softly after placing the note. Peace meets me in this bed. Calm grows with each breath. I allow gentle sleep. Let these words be tender and unhurried. Let them float in the mind like feathers. The goal is not to push feelings away, but to bathe them in warmth so they loosen and drift. If a tear comes, let it be a cleansing one. If a smile comes, let it be a grateful one. All of it is welcome. The practice holds it all with care. With time, the underpillow blessing becomes a trusted ally. On evenings that feel heavy, it waits. On evenings that feel light, it still supports. A quiet ritual like this does not need perfect belief to work. It needs repetition and kindness. Each night is another chance to speak to the body in a language it understands. Breath, touch, tone, and simple words. In this language, the heart hears the message clearly: safe to rest, safe to soften, safe to sleep. A blessing note grows from simple words that feel true right now. It helps when the paper is soft and the pen moves easily, because ease at the desk becomes ease in the bed. Begin by letting the breath slow down and settle the hands. The note will hold 3 parts: a line for safety, a line for gratitude, and a line for release. Keep each line short so the body can receive it without effort. The nervous system relaxes when messages are steady and clear. Say the words inside as they are written, letting the breath carry them. The tone matters more than fancy phrases. Simple, kind, present tense language is enough. I am safe now. Peace fills this room. My body knows how to rest. After the safety line, add 1 sentence of thanks. It can be small: a warm cup, a soft light, a kind glance, a breath that finally felt gentle. Gratitude tells the body there is enough support to let go. Then write 1 release line. Give the mind a clear container for worry. I hand this fear to healing while I sleep. I place this problem outside my rest for the night. I let the night hold this question until morning. Date the note and sign it as a promise to care for the self. Fold it once or twice with a long exhale, as though the breath seals the paper with calm. If the hand feels tense or the mind argues with the words, pause and soften the shoulders. Let the jaw loosen and allow the tongue to rest low in the mouth. Resistance is a body signal asking for more gentleness. Noticing that signal is already progress. Adjust the sentence until the chest loosens a little. Instead of "I sleep perfectly," try "I allow sleep to come." Instead of "I never feel anxious," try "I meet anxious moments with more kindness now." The goal is not to force belief. The goal is to offer the smallest true step that leans toward peace. True statements relax the body. When the body relaxes, the mind trusts. Trust is what carries the note into the night. A blessing note can hold a faint scent if that feels helpful, but keep it very light. A tiny thread of soft fragrance can become a sleepy cue when paired with the same gentle words each evening. Too much scent wakes the senses. Less is more. Some prefer a smooth, small object rather than a scent, something flat, safe, and quiet to the touch. The meaning is the same. The mind learns. This signal equals calm. The heart learns. This ritual equals care. The body learns this sequence equals rest. Keep a few blank slips nearby and a small box for older notes. Refresh the blessing every 3 to 7 nights or sooner if the heart asks for new words. A short rhythm helps. Write the new lines. Read them aloud slowly. Fold with an exhale. Place the note under the pillow with a light touch. If waking happens in the night, a hand can drift under the pillow and find the edge of the note. The mind remembers the sequence and lowers its guard. If the note wrinkles or wears, it is a sign of use, not failure. Care that is used often becomes strong. The form of the lines can follow an easy pattern with the breath. On the inhale, an I am statement signals safety. I am safe now. On the exhale, a release statement lets go. I can soften now. On the next inhale, a gratitude word, thank you, quiet. On the next exhale, a promise to rest. I let sleep find me. The paper keeps the order when the mind forgets it. Words resting on breath make learning smooth for the nervous system because breath speaks the body's first language. If a part of the mind judges the note as too simple, answer with kindness. Simple is the point. The body likes simple. Repetition is how the nervous system learns. The same lullaby is more helpful than a new song each night. The same gentle lines teach safety. The same soft breath teaches release. The same fold and placement teach completion. Over days and weeks, these small teachings become a path the body knows without thought. There may be nights when no words come. In that case, draw a tiny shape that signals peace, perhaps a small circle, a wave, or a star. Let the shape stand for safety, gratitude, and release. Below it, place a short blessing such as, peace is here, sign and fold with an exhale. The image gives the mind something kind to rest on when sentences feel far away. All that matters is that the heart recognizes the note as friendly and the body feels the rhythm as gentle. When the next day arrives, the note can be read once more in the morning. Let the eyes move slowly over the words. Notice any soft change in the body. A tiny shift counts. A looser jaw counts. One easier breath counts. Place the note back in the box with the others. Over time, this small archive becomes a record of care. It shows that calm was not an accident. Calm grew by intention. A helpful way to refine the note is to listen to the body's answer as the words are spoken. If the chest feels tight, make the line kinder. If the belly relaxes, keep the line for a few nights. The body can be a wise editor. Let it guide the phrasing. Keep the words short, direct, and loving. Present tense lines work well because they pull attention into this moment. Sleep comes in the present, not in the future. The note guides attention to the present kindly, without pressure. A blessing note does not need perfect handwriting. Scribbles are welcome. A note can be written in a large, soft script if that feels calming, or in tiny letters if that feels private. The paper can be plain or lightly colored. The only requirement is care. Care is the medicine. Care is the message. Care is the practice that quiets the system and grants permission to rest. The evening clearing practice gives the mind a tidy, loving place to set down the day. A small notebook and 5 minutes can change the tone of the night. Sit in a simple way with the feet grounded. Let the breath ease into a steady rhythm. Divide the page into 2 gentle columns. On the left, write keeping. On the right, write releasing. The left side gathers what is worth holding from the day. Small wins, soft moments, helpful lessons, useful truths. The right side gathers what can be set down for the night: worries, loops, half-finished lists, old stories that rise when the dark grows quiet. Start with the keeping side, because the mind relaxes when it sees that not everything will be thrown away. Write 3 short lines. They can be simple. A kind word warmed the heart. The body liked that stretch. A task was finished. Keep the lines compact, clear, and kind. Pause after each line and breathe out longer than breathing in. This rhythm tells the nervous system that support is present. Then move to the releasing side. Write 3 short lines that name what will be set down until morning. Use plain language. Worry about the email. Thought about money. Replay of a conversation. After each line, draw a small arrow pointing to the margin, as if the thought has a path away from the bed for the night. On the last line, add the release sentence that will go on the blessing note. This links the journal to the under-pillow ritual, creating one smooth flow. If the mind races and wants to write 20 lines, set a soft boundary with a timer. 3 to 5 minutes is the whole practice. The limit is part of the medicine. It teaches the mind that the night is not a work shift. It shows the system that rest is the priority once the timer ends. If more worries remain, tell them kindly that they are saved for tomorrow's daylight. The notebook is the meeting place for them, not the bed. Close the notebook with a long exhale and place it away from reach. Some nights carry heavier feelings. In those moments, add a brief sentence of forgiveness to the keeping side. I'm willing to be kinder, or I release harsh blame. Forgiveness loosens the heart and frees the breath. A tight heart keeps the mind on guard. A softened heart allows the guard to lower. If strong emotion rises, place one hand on the chest and feel the warmth. Let a few slow sighs pass. The body knows what to do with a sigh. It resets the system gently. For persistent worries, write one tiny action for tomorrow on the keeping side. Set a reminder for 10 a.m. to call, or list 2 options over tea. Naming a next step reduces the sense of danger and allows the mind to let go more easily. The goal is not to solve the issue at night. The goal is to show the mind that a caring plan exists. When the mind sees a path, it trusts the night to hold the rest. A small ritual helps seal the clearing. After closing the notebook, place both hands over the heart and breathe out over the releasing side in the mind's eye, as if blowing dust from a shelf. Whisper a short phrase, set down for the night, or held by the quiet. Then pick up the blessing note, write the release line if it is new, fold with an exhale, and slip it under the pillow. This hand-to-paper, breath-to-word sequence becomes a repeated signal. Day concludes, night begins. Affirmations that support the clearing can be woven between steps. My thoughts can rest now. This room holds me. Peace is my bedtime habit. These lines are most helpful when spoken slowly in a calm, steady tone. If old mental loops return as the lights go low, greet them with a phrase from the releasing side and point them toward the blessing note under the pillow. The ritual itself answers them. Over days, the notebook will show patterns. Certain worries repeat. Meet repeating worries with repeating care. Prepare a standard release line for them so the mind does not need to invent words at night. A settled pattern lowers the energy of fear. Fear loses volume when it meets the same soft answer again and again. The clearing practice is not about perfection. Some evenings will feel light and quick, others will feel slow. All of it is useful. Every time the day is placed into gentle columns, the body hears, we are safe to rest. Consistency shapes the nervous system. The notebook becomes a loving gate at the border between waking and sleeping, and the blessing note becomes the night watch with a tender lamp. The body likes to be asked, not commanded, Soothing begins with an invitation rather than a demand. Start with the breath because breath reaches the nervous system faster than thoughts do. A simple rhythm works well. Inhale to 4, exhale to 6. Count slowly. Let the lower ribs widen on the inhale and release on the exhale. The longer out-breath tells the heart that it is time to settle. After a few rounds, the face softens on its own. The shoulders drop. Warmth may spread through the chest. If counting causes strain, drop the numbers and let the breath mimic the sea. A gentle wave in, a longer wave out. A brief body scan can follow the breath. Bring friendly awareness to the forehead and let the tiny muscles around the eyes soften. Ease the jaw and let the tongue rest low and wide in the mouth. This simple shift can quiet the fight or flight signal that clenched jaws often send. Let the back of the neck lengthen and the shoulders melt toward the bed. Soften the belly. Allow the hip joints to settle, the thighs to relax, the knees to feel heavy, the calves to soften, and the feet to spread. After each area, let the out-breath be a touch longer, as though the exhale is a hand smoothing a sheet. If the body holds stubborn tension, try a small wave of tensing and releasing, done kindly and slowly. Curl the toes for 3 seconds, then release fully as the exhale lengthens. Gently draw the shoulder blades together for 3 seconds, then let them widen on a long out-breath. Make a soft fist, then open the hand wide and rest. This teaches the nervous system the contrast between holding and letting go. The contrast makes letting go easier to find again. Sound can help settle the system. A quiet hum sends a soft vibration through the chest and throat, which can massage the inner pathways of calm. Hum on the exhale for 2 or 3 breaths, then return to silent breathing. A few gentle sighs also clear built-up pressure. The sigh is not dramatic. It is the body's natural way of resetting. Let it happen when it wants to. Do not force it. The system understands this language well. Hand placement is another strong cue. One hand resting over the heart and the other over the belly creates a simple circuit of safety. Feel the rise and fall. Let the hands grow warm. Say one short line in time with the breath, safe to rest, or peace is here. Keep the face neutral and soft. No effort is needed. The hands tell the body what to do even when words feel far away. For minds that love structure, try a gentle rhythm of 4 steps. Breathe, release, affirm, feel. Breathe a slow in and longer out. Release one area of the body. Affirm with one short line. Feel the change for a few seconds, then repeat. This pattern keeps the mind engaged in a calm way without giving it room to wander into worry. The steps are small, so the body never has to strain. Eyes can also be soothed. Let the gaze soften behind closed lids, as if looking into a wide, dark sky. This changes the signal in the muscles around the eyes and calls the whole system toward rest. If the eyes want to flutter for a moment, allow it. They will settle. Allow the forehead to be smooth, the scalp to feel loose, the ears to rest. Even the tongue can help. Let it float, heavy and wide, and notice how the throat relaxes in answer. Breath patterns can be varied to keep the practice gentle. One evening, use the 4 to 6 rhythm. Another evening, try a simple sipping inhale, 3 tiny sips in, 1 long smooth out. This can be calming when the breath feels shallow. On nights when energy is high, extend the out-breath a little more, but only to the point where it still feels kind. The nervous system trusts kindness, not force. Pair breath with words that fit the body's state. When the chest is tight, choose soft chest. When the belly is jumpy, choose warm belly. When the head is busy, choose quiet head. Let each phrase be spoken inside as the area is felt. The link between word and sensation grows stronger with gentle practice. The body learns to follow the voice. If tension sits in the jaw, place the tongue so its tip rests behind the upper front teeth and let the molars part. This small posture can quiet a reflex that keeps the system on alert. If the shoulders rise, invite them to drop with each out-breath. If the lower back feels tight, slide the attention down into the hips and let them feel supported by the bed. Support is the key word. The bed supports, the pillow supports, the breath supports. Safety is supported from many sides. Affirmations weave easily into these physical cues. On the in-breath, I take in calm. On the out-breath, I release tension. On the next in-breath, peace fills me. On the next out-breath, sleep is welcome. Keep the voice inside steady and warm. If words feel too active, let the mind ride the breath without language for a while. Silence is also a form of care. This soothing practice asks for patience. A few minutes each night are enough. Over time, the body begins to anticipate the sequence. Breath starts to lengthen on its own when the lights dim. The jaw loosens when the pillow is felt. The heart rate drops when the hands rest on the chest and belly. These are signs that the nervous system has learned the path. Learning happens quietly. There is no need to measure or grade it. Trust grows as the nights collect. When a wake-up happens at 2 or 3 in the morning, the same steps can lead back toward ease. Keep the light off if possible. Place a hand under the pillow to touch the blessing note. Feel the heart under the palm. Lengthen the out-breath. Release one area of the body. Whisper one short affirmation. Let the rhythm continue until drowsiness returns. Even if sleep takes time, resting in safety still heals. The body counts rest as valuable. The practice is never wasted. In gentle ways like these, breath, hand placement, body scan, small sounds, simple words, the system shifts from alert to ease. The bed becomes a place where these cues collect each night. The blessing note reminds the mind that safety can be learned. The clearing page assures the mind that nothing important is being ignored, and the body, spoken to kindly, answers with calm. When the lights are low and the pillow welcomes the head, thoughts may still reach for the day. This is a tender moment to guide the mind with one simple line that rests on the breath. Choose a short phrase that feels kind and true, and let it travel with the inhale and the exhale. Peace is here. My bed supports me. I release the day. Allow one line to lead for a full week so the nervous system learns the sound and pace of it. If attention wanders, greet it with care and return to the line without any blame. The goal is not to push thoughts away. The goal is to provide a soft path they can follow until they settle. Let the phrase be steady. Let the breath be patient. Let the body listen. There is a drowsy window just before sleep and in the small wake-ups of the night. In this window, inner words sink deeper. Speak in a slow, warm tone inside the heart. Link the phrase to the breath so it becomes a rhythm. In with comfort, out with release. Feel the chest expand as the words arrive. Feel the belly soften as they leave. If tension pops up in the jaw or forehead, let the next out-breath be longer than the in-breath and allow those areas to loosen. A small shift in the muscles tells the mind that safety is present. Safety invites sleep. Gentle imagery can help without stirring the senses too much. Think of a soft light resting over the chest. Think of quiet that drapes the room like a warm blanket. Keep it simple and slow. Large pictures or busy stories can wake the mind. Stay with one steady tone, calm, safe, held. Pair this with one phrase. If the mind tries to change the words, keep returning to the same ones. Repetition is not boring in this practice. Repetition is the medicine that teaches the system what to do. If a thought loop starts to spin, label it kindly, loop. Then guide it into the phrase and the breath. If worry presents a question, answer with a promise. This has a time tomorrow. Then breathe out and let the phrase step back in. If the body feels a flutter, place one hand on the heart and one on the belly and let the hands grow warm. Speak the phrase once more in that warmth. Warmth plus steady words are powerful teachers. The system hears them and settles. A small counting method may soothe when words feel too active. Count 1 on the inhale, 2 on the exhale, up to 5, then begin again. After a minute, return to the chosen phrase and let it float on the breath. There is no rush. There is only ease. Over nights and weeks, the mind learns to expect this gentle guidance. Falling asleep starts to feel less like losing a fight and more like being carried. Before the head meets the pillow, stand for a moment in front of a mirror where the light is soft and kind. Let the eyes meet themselves without judgment. Let the corners of the lips find a tiny, natural smile. Place a hand on the heart. Speak a line that holds courage and care. I am learning to trust the night. Feel how the words sit in the chest. If the chest tightens, soften the line. I allow a little more trust tonight. Truth in the words helps the body open. Mirror work teaches the mind a new tone of inner talk. Many carry strict voices inside without knowing. The mirror invites a different tone, one that approves, one that supports. Say, I treat myself with kindness, slowly and clearly. Let the breath move with it. Add a brief forgiveness line to loosen old stories that try to replay at bedtime. I set down harsh thoughts now. Forgiveness is not about forgetting. It is about letting the nervous system stop bracing. When bracing ends, rest begins. Trace a slow circle over the heart with the fingertips while breathing out longer than in. This small gesture says to the body, safe to soften. Some like to hug the shoulders with the opposite hands for 3 breaths and then release. The hug is light, not tight. It is a message, not a hold. If the mind starts to criticize the face in the mirror, bring attention back to the eyes and say, I am on my own side. Offer a quiet nod to seal the practice, then turn to the bed with the same gentle tone. Speak one more line as the lights go down. I approve of myself as I rest. Approval nourishes the nervous system. Approval reduces the urge to fix or perfect the night. When the goal shifts from control to care, the body stops resisting and starts receiving. This is the moment when sleep often finds its way in, not because it was forced, but because it was welcomed. If waking happens in the night, keep the environment calm. Avoid bright light if possible. Let one hand slip under the pillow to touch the blessing note or the smooth comfort object. Feel that small contact as a bridge back to safety. Pair it with the familiar phrase from Lights Out. Keep the out-breath longer than the in-breath. Soften the jaw and let the tongue rest low in the mouth. If the mind insists on a worry, place it on the note in the imagination and say, held until morning. Then return to breath and phrase. Even if full sleep does not return right away, resting in safety still heals. The body counts calm as valuable. If a bathroom visit is needed, move slowly and keep the breath steady. On the way back to bed, speak one short line at the door. Peace waits for me here. Settle into the same position the body finds soothing. Place a hand on the heart and let the rhythm resume. Wake-ups are normal. The practice is not a test, it is a companion. Treat each wake-up like a small rehearsal of safety. Rehearsals make a skill strong. When morning arrives, begin with a simple check-in before reaching for anything else. Hand over heart, one gentle breath in, one long breath out. Whisper a line of gratitude that is true right now. Thank you for this breath, or thank you for this quiet moment. Reach under the pillow and take out the blessing note. Read it softly. Notice how the body responds. If the jaw loosens or the shoulders drop, acknowledge that shift with a small nod. If there is no clear change, that is also fine. Practice works under the surface. Keep a small morning page near the bed. Write the date, then one neutral sentence about the night, such as, "There were 2 wake-ups and a return to calm," or "Sleep felt deep in the second half." Avoid loaded words like bad or failed. Neutral notes help the mind stay even. Add one line about what helped, hand on heart and long exhale, or blessing note touch. Over a week, the page will show gentle progress and useful patterns. These patterns guide small adjustments without pressure. Every 7 nights, refresh the blessing note if it feels right. Keep the old one in a small box. The collection becomes a quiet reminder of care invested. If a rough night appears after a string of easy ones, greet it with patience. Bodies learn in waves. A single night does not erase progress. The practice remains the same: breath, soft words, kind touch, simple rituals. Then step into the day with a small action that supports calm. Perhaps a stretch, a glass of warm water, or a slow inhale by the window. Morning care tells the system that safety is not only a nighttime event, it is a daily choice. It helps to shape a gentle plan for the next 2 weeks so the mind knows what to expect. For nights 1 through 3, focus on the blessing note and the breath rhythm with the longer exhale. Keep everything simple and repeat the same affirmation each night. For nights 4 through 7, add the evening clearing page with keeping and releasing, plus the brief mirror moment. Stay with the same words to build a strong path in the nervous system. For nights 8 through 14, deepen the flow. Clearing page, blessing note, breath rhythm, lights out phrase, and, if a wake-up happens, the underpillow touch and return to breath. If a night feels busy, shorten the steps rather than skipping them. A 2-minute version can still carry the message: 1 line on the note, 1 line in the mirror, 3 slow breaths, lights out phrase. The body recognizes the pattern even in a smaller form. What matters is consistency, not complexity. Treat the whole plan like watering a plant. A little water every day keeps roots strong. Extra water once in a while is fine, but steady care is what makes growth. Offer the heart a few closing affirmations that can be used anytime, day or night, to renew the tone of safety. I am safe to rest. Peace meets me in this bed. Calm grows with each breath. I allow gentle sleep. Speak them with softness. Let the out-breath carry them into the body. Let the body answer in its own time. The system is always listening. It responds to warmth. It responds to patience. It responds to love. This practice is not about forcing a perfect night. It is about teaching the whole self a new language of care. Small, steady steps, 1 note under a pillow, 1 slow page in a notebook, 1 warm hand over the heart, become signals that change how the night feels. Over time, the bed turns into a sanctuary where worry does not lead. Trust begins to take the first step. With this trust, sleep rises like a quiet tide and carries the body into rest. Take this as a loving verdict. Calm can be learned, safety can be grown, sleep can return. The heart holds the power to guide the mind and soothe the body. Each gentle breath is a vote for peace. Each kind word is a thread that weaves a soft blanket for the night. Keep going in small steps. Be faithful to the simple rituals. Let kindness lead and let rest come closer each evening. If a final line wants to rise now, let it be this: I am safe to rest and peace welcomes me home.